Lesson 4 continued, finding your media files and changing bin views. So, one of the things that the project panel will let you do is find clips that are on your hard drives. And they may be in multiple spaces. Hopefully, you guys are using good file structure, and they're not. They're all in one area, so you can find them more easily. However, this is going to demonstrate how to locate those. So we want to choose this Audio 01. It's in your Theft Unexpected bin. You're going to right click on it, and then you're going to choose Reveal in Finder or Explorer. So locate that. I'm on a PC, so mine is Reveal in Explorer. And when you choose that, it's going to populate a folder on your computer that shows the location of the hard drive. So here is my audio file. You can verify that it's here. The next step the book is wanting us to do is choose that clip, and if it's highlighted, you don't want to rename it, just make sure it's selected, and then hit delete or press backspace on the Mac to remove it. This is going to give you a warning that says this here is being referenced in sequences, and if you continue, the file will also be removed from those sequences. The book wants us to do it, so we'll say yes. But this will be a warning, so if you accidentally are trying to delete something that you need, you may not want to choose yes next time. But go ahead for the book for the demonstration. And notice it's now gone from our project bin. However, if I bring back in my computer storage drive path, you can see the audio file still exists here. So that means it's only removed from Premiere Pro and it's not removed from your hard drive. Okay, so changing bin views is next up. And we've touched briefly on this before. Currently, we're viewing a list view, and you can come down here to the bottom left side and change your different views. The next one is freeform, and this here, or I'm sorry, that's icon view, and then this is freeform. So freeform we will talk more about in chapter 5, so we're not going to get a whole lot into that at this point. This here is our zoom menu. It wanted us to go back, I believe, to our list view, or not list view, icon view. Sorry, there's a lot going on in this chapter. It wants us to adjust our zoom, so you notice that the icons become bigger or smaller. So just move it slightly to the right, make them larger, and then it wants us to double click the Theft Unexpected bin to open it. So we're going to double click, and it has now created the whole bin as its open option here. And if you're not already on the icon view, choose it down here, and that's going to display all the thumbnails for the clips. You can again adjust your zoom controls, so if you want to make them bigger, easier to see, you can make them large, or you can make them a little. We're going to leave this open, and the next thing we're going to check out is we're going to sort icons menu. So this is this one right here. You can apply different sorting options if you so desired. So we've talked about sorting, organization, all that. The book is actually not having us do anything with it. It just wanted us to be aware that it exists. Okay, now it wants us to switch back to list view. And I know some of this seems redundant, but it's trying to demonstrate how you're viewing stuff. In list view, you do not see those nice thumbnails. However, there are an exception to that. If you choose the panel menu up here and you choose thumbnails down here, it actually has made little thumbnails, and you may have to zoom further out to be able to see them a little bit better. And okay, so it says to look at the clip HS Suite. So that's this one right here. Notice that you can see the slate, the clapboard, at the very beginning. That basically still or clip frame reference thumbnail isn't very useful to us. It would be nicer if we saw the character. So one of the things that you can do is switch back to icon view now. So we're going to do that. And you're going to hover your pointer over the HS Suite clip. And notice as you move it around, you find a frame that better represents the shot. So it can be early on, just enough to get us into the clip maybe. So right about there, we're now seeing the actor. And we're going to press I on our keyboard. I is a shortcut for marking an endpoint on this clip. It's basically setting a start point. It's the same as a selection that's also setting the visible frame. And that visible frame then, when I hit I, is going to become what they reference as a poster frame for a clip in a bin. So if we switch back to list view now, notice that it's changed from the clapboard to the picture of the gentleman. And then it also wants us to choose thumbnails from the panel menu to turn off the thumbnails in list view. So it's basically just putting us back. But that's a way to make your thumbnails more useful when you're looking for content. And I'm going to zoom that back down because I don't need those to be giant. Okay. Next up will be assigning labels.